Guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do Gunfire, issue number one by DC Comics. Gunfire, you say? DC Comics? Never heard of him. Who is that guy? Well, I never heard of him too. Um, but I just, got this accidentally, I guess. As you know, I'm a little bit branching out to more obscure comic. Well, that's not really obscure, but more like comics that you don't see in the mainstream anymore. Well known like Batman, Superman. I just diverse myself and branching a little bit out, if you will. Don't worry, there's new comics, really new comics coming soon. And so, what is Gunfire? Well, when I first saw this, I think, oh, this is just a guy in a suit. But then I realized, hey, wait a minute, he has a hammer and he can shoot it. Well, it seems that Gunfire, after I'm reading issue number one, I didn't know what it was, where this is going. So I did a little bit of a digging. It seems that this guy is, I don't know, being attacked by a couple of guys in this facility that is still being built. Some building. How do you say? Construction site. That's what I'm trying to say. And but then I saw, hey, wait a minute, he's shot by some kind of a metal pillar or metal beam or metal staff. How is that possible? That intrigues me. But it seems, let's say I did some digging, and this guy is calling himself Andrew Van Horn. And he, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what he can do. He has the ability to agitate atoms, destabilizing them and causing them to explode. But also he can use any object to shoot, to use it as a weapon, which I think is really cool. So how did he get the powers? Well, I did some digging too. I could mention it. It's not really that, groundbreaking or shocking. But maybe it's been explained in the later issues that I have. I got the whole bunch. So maybe I can, come back a little bit later to that. What I also noticed, we are going from the present to the past again. And I realized that this is a trope that 90s comics used a lot. How many times did I, have a comic that one person is dead, son or daughter is, the only member that is left, and they have some kind of a company, and then another guy comes and wants to say, hey, I need something from that company and you need to give it to me or else, threatening him like this guy is doing. And then we have the family members. We have the aunt, we have the French girlfriend or just a friend, and we have I believe an Asian buddy of him. Really cool. It's been done before, but also in small little different ways. And I don't mind that, but it just, I don't know, just notice it lately more and more. Now, okay, let's start with the story a little bit. So his father is dead. He inherits some company or something, or wealth, not sure. And it says that this guy called Slade, I guess it's Slade. Anyway, Slater, I'm sorry. So Slater says that his father worked on something and he wants to have that something and he wants to have it now. So Andrew is getting pissed, and you see the coffee, bubbling, and then he is getting, all the coffee over himself, but he doesn't know why or how. So this is not really an origin story, but more, I don't know, just a setup for what's to come. Because his power set and where it come from and how it all works, it's not being explained here. So there we go. And it's also, for me, a little bit irritating to go back from the past to the present. Not that I mind reading it, but, explaining it in a review. But, let's go back to the past and let's go back to the present. It's not really fun to do. So there's his attackers. He cannot see them. He has infrared in his goggles. And then his friend Ben, who is, I don't know, has a mobile tracking station, whatever that is, can pinpoint the sound or motion detectors and then Andrew, or Gunfire, detects them and shoots them with this metal beam, and then, well, people are falling, and he's very happy about it. Um, Now, I don't know what the whole background is with the whole family. I mean, we see his dad, has a big painting. I'm not sure what his aunt has to do with anything, or that he has a French friend and a diverse Asian friend as well. And then we have a beautiful looking butler. So what's the whole deal? Is it some kind of I don't know, real estate or something? What is he? Is he an inventor? I don't know. It's not really explained. And then, so they're joking around. Although his father's died, but they try to lift the spirits here, and they say, "Hey, let's go to the construction site. I mean, it's going to be a new, I don't know, headquarters or something." And it says, "I thought seeing our new headquarters might stimulate you, Andrew." I'm doing that with my fake French accent. I cannot speak French, but I like talk like this, no? Anyway, bad joke. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is one I want to try to show you. So he uses that thing a lot, and then it's disintegrate after a while. And I really like that Gunfire Andrew Van Horn has a instant and weakness. He can take everything, I guess, every object he wants, turn it into a weapon, but also has an immediate weakness when he uses that too long. So that could be very cool in certain situations, because if he doesn't have anything lying around to use as a weapon, he is screwed. Luckily, he has his suit that is really tough, and his suit reminds me a little bit of Booster Gold. It's a similar design, a little bit different, but yeah, if this title says instead of Gunfire just Booster Gold, and then he changed it to blue and yellow, I would have believed that. Yeah, moving on a little bit with the story. So he uses the crane to lift himself up, and then he is, swinging to the other side of the construction area, if you will. And then he's getting shot because it's dark now, and his friend is losing contact, and we see also the results of being shot. So he's not, invincible or invulnerable, or he is an easy time disposing the most, quote unquote simplest enemies. I mean, they are just enemies in suits and guns. They are not really high powered mega villains or something. I like that. So it's more smaller, grounded, like stuff like Punisher and Daredevil, instead of the Hulk or the Avengers or the Justice League. Yeah, I like that. So he shoots a metal plank. He uses a metal plank, and even his enemy says, "He's shooting a plank." He says, "How does he do that?" But then the plank is, the molecules is getting hot, and then he needs to let it go. Like that, so he cannot use every object for a certain amount of time. I mean, probably depends on the object and how hot the molecules are becoming before he cannot use it again. But plank is wood, and the molecules are getting really hot real fast. The small things I like. So skipping a few pages, going back and forward, then we go, how do you say, we have Slater, and Slater is really back in the past, and they are, unpacking stuff, and Slater says, "Hey, I'm here with my goons, and I want my thingamajig." But we still don't know what he wants. I mean, it's not really explained. And I love it that even his friends, maybe there's a background too, maybe she's a martial artist, I don't know, but they can defend themselves. They are not helpless civilians. They can hold their own. And then Andrew touches the weapon, and it explodes, but he's shocked about that. So I guess here's this is the part that he noticed that there's something quote unquote wrong with him. And they are building the prototype armor. Not sure why, but they think, oh well, there's a laser coming through, so we have to rebuild it or strengthen it or something. And so Andrew is now being boxed in by the soldiers, and he says, "Well, I need to get out of here." And then he is doing something. So the soldiers are coming, try to ambush him, but then he dug a hole and he escaped. So now basically it's more like a cat and mouse kind of thing, using his infrareds with help of Ben with this mobile station. It's just like a bus, but yeah, a little bit futuristic, not all too much, but I like that. Maybe an escape vehicle. So he is mowing the people down. So yeah, Andrew is not really concerned about lives. He doesn't want to do it, but he says, I have no choice. I have to defend myself. So, but then something happens. There is a lift coming up. And I forgot to, oh no, this is the next section. Going back to the past. So they are, tinkering with the suit. Then there's people, these soldiers, throwing gas pellets, and they are kidnapping the Asian girl, which the name I forgot real quick. I didn't pay attention enough to it. But then, this mysterious figure comes up with, I need to know who she is. Where is she? I mean, called friends. Maybe it doesn't matter really for now. But anyway, so he says, give me the girl or something. But they don't know that he's actually Andrew, because he is doing the Batman thing and says, well, I'm not Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman, although he has also the same hairstyle and hair color. You can figure it out. 1 and 1 is 2, right? But, these people are not concerned about that. And so this, I want to say creature, but it's not it. So he says, here's your friends, still in one piece. Just hand over the CDI, and we call this whole mess quits. Not sure what the CDI is. Could be the suit or something else. Not sure. And he says, I love to, but there's a little bit of a hitch. And, this guy here doesn't care, or says, so what's the problem now? And then it reveals that, oh no, it's all a ruse. And then he actually shoots her. And shoots him, I'm sorry. And so he says, Yvette, okay, well, that's her name, hit the deck. So she is jumping away and he is shooting at her, but it doesn't really faze him. And it seems that his name is Ricochet. That's a really silly name. Or not, but yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I love the design of Yvette with the black hair and the stroke. Anyway, so is this a good comic? I'm not sure. I'm not against it. I don't dislike it. And this is even the first issue. So I have to read a couple of issues more to, find the groove or something, or getting a flow of it, if it's good or not. I like the fact that his power set is intriguing. Let's leave it at that. The whole, I need to have the thingamajig from you or else trope, with the businessman, and I don't know. It's been overdone. But for now, let's leave it here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I see you next time. Have a nice day.